Dave Norris with you, RT on the camera. Today we're going to show you how to take a phone call in the studio. Now the first thing you know is you have the ability to take a phone call without actually having to have that phone call go out over the air. You can do this because you might have people who want to make a request. You might be doing a contest where people are calling in. Caller number 9 wins tickets to whatever. Today what we're going to do is we're going to simulate a phone call into the studio. What we need to know first is we have to configure our board. First thing we need to do is we need to identify our two phone channels. We'll notice that channel 13 and channel 14 are our two phone channels. You can take a phone call on either of these. It's up to you. Now if we scroll down a little bit, we're going to notice that these banks of buttons right here, buttons 1 through 12, are all phone lines that are configured on the board. In our studios, we only have two phone lines currently enabled. You'll notice in the studio we're in, you can take a phone call on line 1. You'll notice the dot next to line 1. Or line 2, the dot next to line 2. Now I'm going to have RT call in, and we're going to demonstrate what happens when we get a phone call, how to answer that phone call, and make sure that that person does not go out over the air. So stand by.
Alright, we're dialing now.
Now, what we notice is that once we get a phone call, one of the lights in the studio is going to start flashing. This will correspond with a flashing light on the control board. We notice we have an incoming call on line 1. What we're going to do to answer this phone call, we're going to take it in channel 13. So we're going to put channel 13, we're going to hit the preview button. We're going to hit the button to the left of channel 1. And we'll notice that there's now an arrow indicating we're taking that phone call on channel 1.
And immediately after Dave hit that button, now I can actually hear Dave speaking through my phone.
Now, for you to hear RT, what you need to do, put on your headphones. Now remember, whenever we hit preview, what it's going to do, it's going to mute the audio from our control board and from our computer system going into one earphone. So you're going to hear music in one, and you're going to hear whatever's in preview on the other one. So I'm going to be able to hear RT in my right headphone right now.
Hello, hello.
For me to talk to RT, all I need to do is talk to him in this microphone. RT, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We're having a great conversation right now. RT is caller number 9. He's won tickets. I've gotten all of his information. Now, when you're ready to hang up the phone, you want to look over at your banks of buttons. Now, you know how we sent RT to channel 13 by hitting the buttons on the left? If I want to drop or hang the call up, I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of the banks of buttons, and I'm going to hit the drop button. Hit it one time, and you'll notice that the line has gone dead. That concludes our lesson for how to take a phone call here on 91.5.